Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Le Mans in, oh, hang on, I said that wrong. Lyman, that's it. Coming to you live from Lyman, Colorado. Hope you're all having a super fantastic sparkling day. We have had an awesome day here today. I got some amazing connections. But first of all, your challenge today was all about gratitude. Getting that gratitude mindset, beginning your day with a grateful heart by listing 10 things that you are grateful for. Your business challenge was being grateful for your employees, your clients, your peers, your vendors, just anybody that helps you in business. Your fun thing was to send them notes and cards. And your fun thing was to thank somebody in your life and send them a card or just pick up a phone and call them and let them know. So how did you do with your gratitude challenge today? I love gratitude challenges. Ooh, I do them every day. So today I had the honor and privilege of speaking with some amazing people. One person I met about 9 years ago. I guess it was. Yeah, probably about 9 years ago. The second person was brand new. The third person was somebody who I met recently. And then I got to help a friend. So it's been an awesome day. And so first of all, I got to talk with a gentleman by the name of Richard who runs a software company. And I met him probably about 9 years ago at an event. And he helped Brad with some coaching. Because Brad needed coaching about getting out there into the workplace and finding a job and that sort of thing. And I, for whatever reason, being the spouse, I couldn't get through to Brad at the time about how amazing he is and all the stuff and all of his abilities and that sort of thing. But Richard could talk the same language to Brad. They're both in software development, both software architects, amazing man. And so he was actually able to get through to Brad and help him a lot, which was awesome. So I reconnected with him on LinkedIn and got to catch up with him, got to meet his two gorgeous little boys that he has. One of them has a fascination with fans, and we're talking, like portable fans, ceiling fans, huge fascination with them. He even showed me his fan from the hallway, and I showed him the one that's clipped to my table here that I use if it gets too hot. And he was fascinated with that one because it had a clip on it to clip on things. Anyone know how it turned on? And it was an amazing time. But what I found out about Richard's company is that they do a lot of automated paperwork. So when you're looking at financial companies, you're looking at insurance companies, all of those ones where they have screeds and screeds and screeds of paperwork, he helped get all of that online. And they have, I wrote it down, over 34,000 forms online that can all be, you fill in this gap here and it fills that same field in through all the forms. So it does multiple forms at once. But the cool part is that they save a tree every hour of the day. I'm like, what? So his company, because of his software and stuff, and you may have used it, you may even have used it without even realizing this. If you're filling out forms for a financial planner, if you're filling out forms for an insurance agent, when you're filling out those electronic forms online, it could very well be his software that's behind it. But they save a tree an hour every day. And he came up with the idea when he went from the tech field into financial planning, and he was having to fill out all this, getting clients to fill out all of this paperwork because there's got to be an easy way to do this. So he took it all online. So it was really cool to catch up with him and see, and just catch up to where he is now and what's happening and all of that sort of thing. And then my next connection was with somebody I met recently, and Yogi she's an awesome organizer, and her story behind how she became an organizer is just fascinating. And having to do sudden downsizes because of situations and things. Her story is fascinating, and we had a great time talking. And of course, she's curious about in an RV about how I do organizing in my RV. And I'm sort of like thinking, yeah, I could do with some tips, like where to get the containers that I need to do what I need to do. Because I've got baskets in some of my overhead cabinets, but they kind of taper in. I want straight-sided baskets with no lips on top, so I'm maximizing the space I have in there. Even though the stuff I have in baskets is fine, but it's at the bottom, it's like an inch gap. between each basket at the bottom, and then at the top they're almost on top of each other because of the way the baskets are shaped. So we're going to have another Connect to figure out, and next time we get on a Connect, I'll take her and take her for a walk through virtually through my RV so she can actually see some of the organizing techniques that I use in the RV and where I could use with some improvement, and where I need help finding the right basket or container to fit in certain areas. So it was a really cool connect with her, and her family's all into Star Wars and all of that thing, and she was actually wearing a Star Wars t-shirt, which what started our whole conversation on that one. The next person I got to talk to is somebody I had never met before. I just connected with them on LinkedIn recently, and she was a genealogist, and she lives in South Carolina. And the most amazing thing happened while I was on the call with her. Her daughter called, and her daughter is pregnant with twins and due any day. And her daughter was having an ultrasound, and I'm sitting there on the Zoom. She's looking at her phone because she told me that her daughter was, and I said, well, and her daughter rang. She said, oh, that's my daughter, I'll call her back. And then her daughter rang a few minutes later. I said, well, you better check with her, because didn't you say she was due any day now? And so she checks with her. Oh, I'm at the doctor's office. I just wanted to show you the twins. And they were only able to see the boy because the girl was hidden behind the brother. And but she's there on the screen, and I can hear going, oh, he's got your father's nose, and he's got your my dad's nose, and all this sort of thing. Oh, and he looks like his dad. And I'm like, jeepers, what the heck? And this is on an ultrasound. I'm like, jeepers, technology has come so far these ways. But you could already see the facial characteristics that this baby, while still inside mom, had picked up from certain family members and stuff. To having grandfather's nose and having dad's face and all that sort of thing was showing up on this ultrasound. It was an amazing, even though I couldn't see the pictures, just hearing her reaction, and I could hear her daughter's side of the conversation. It was an amazing experience to be able to be present while that was happening. And there was some sparkles of love. And Zeffy just reminded me of another story I have to tell you. But we had a great talk about genealogy. We talked about some of our genealogy stories. And that's one thing I love about connecting with other genealogists, is hearing their stories, and how they find things and research things and all of that. It was a really cool time. And she's African American, so this was a great time, because I said to her, that's one part of genealogy that I haven't researched. I said adoptions, I don't know how to go finding birth parents, but once they get their birth parents' information, then I can do the tree from there. I said, but when it comes to African Americans, I said, with all of the slavery and everything else, I have no idea how to research it. And she says, you have to research the whole picture. And you got to research, the whole picture like you normally do. And I went, okay. And so I learned something today about how to research African Americans. So that was kind of cool. I got to learn something new, and hearing her stories and stories of her ancestors and things were just the best. We could have gone on and on and on and on, but I had to get off because I had another call to go to. Well, I thought I had another call to go to. I put it in Mountain Time instead of Pacific Time, so I actually ended up being an hour early for the call, but that's okay. But yeah, so it's been an amazing day of catching up with people, learning new things today, expanding my knowledge, being grateful for every moment of every day. Right now, we're getting ready to batten the hatches again, because round 3, we have a severe thunderstorm warning out there. They're talking wind gusts 50 to 55 miles an hour. They're talking half an inch of hail. And I'm like, great. I'm supposed to be online as a host for an overview in 45 minutes. But thankfully, I have a great team that I work with. And I said, if I can't get online because a thunderstorm's coming through, is somebody able to step up? And somebody already has. But Zeffy just reminded me of a story I have to tell you. Remember the orange rag and that I would use to hold the plaque in the window, and how Zeffy took a liking to it, and then one day it disappeared, and I blamed Zeffy for hiding it, and then retracted that later on and apologized to her, because I had the sudden thought that when I was cleaning up that crumbly chew stick she had, that I may have thrown it out. Well, it seems my accusation to her for hiding it was correct, because we're going to go for a little walk. And she's already jumping off her bed now. Look at what is on her bed. That same orange rag that I had been hunting high and low for I don't know where she hid it in the RV. And I turned this RV upside down looking for that orange rag. And she pulls it out, and I don't know what she was doing, but I happened to look up, and she's trotting towards me with it hanging out of her mouth. I am like, here I was apologizing to you for accusing you of hiding it, thinking I'd thrown it out, and what had you done? You'd gone and hidden it. But yeah, so she went and recovered her orange rag. Look at this. She's just having a great time there. So I thought I had falsely accused my dog of hiding it when I thought I had thrown it out. It turns out she hid it. Well and truly, she hid it. And I don't know. I still don't even know where it came from, because I moved everything, looked under every chair, the couch, the sofa, everything. Ow, I'm standing on her toys now. Where are you going with it? And then she just goes and pulls it out, trots across to me, and hands it to me. And all I know is she came somewhere from the front passenger driver area, because she had been up on her bed. And I still don't know where she hid it, because we turned this thing up. I mean, I was even looking in the cupboards up high, thinking I'd put it up there. But nope, she hid it somewhere, and she's revealed it again, so we now have the orange rag back. So that's the orange rag story that I totally forgot about until I saw her walking with it. But crazy dog, crazy time. But today I am very grateful for all the fun that we've had so far today, and the people I got to meet and talk with, and it's going to be an awesome evening. And I know that we're going to get through this thunderstorm very, very well, because it is moving from, it's moving northeast. So it's going that way. Hang on. Remember this. East is that way. North is, it's going to be coming from that direction. Yeah, because it's moving northeast. Oh, hang on. No, hang on. That's west. Hang on. I'm getting myself turned around here. Hang on. West is at the front, driver's side, which means east will be at the back, passenger's side. South, yeah, because the sun comes around. No, hang on. I'm getting myself completely turned around. I had this, hang on, I have a compass. I'm getting myself turned around. I'm trying to remember where the sun comes up. But, being the girl guide that I was, I come prepared. Okay, let's see. All right. So it is moving northeast, towards the northeast. So it is coming from my front driver's side and going towards my back passenger's side. That's where it's going. Yay! Thank you, compass. Yeah, because north is my front passenger's side. So yeah, so it's going from my front driver's side to my back passenger corner. So that's the direction it's going to be moving. And there was some guy. There was a father and his son who turned up earlier today. Oh, I hate seeing this. I don't know if you can see it. But I don't know if you can see over there, but see that grey lump? That was a tent that was erected earlier today. So father and son turned up, got their campsite all set up, and then went off to do whatever they're doing today. We've had some strong winds come through already. We haven't even had the thunderstorm come through that's coming through. But as you can see, his tent, and the way they were putting it up, I don't think Dad was exactly 100% sure how to put up the tent. And since I don't know how those tents work, I don't know. Give me poles, give me guide ropes, I can put up a tent. Give me those things, I have no clue, because I've never put one up before, one of these ones up before. I was old school with guide ropes and poles. But yeah, so they're going to be coming back to that, and hopefully they'll get here before the thunderstorm comes in, because I have no idea how to even erect a tent like that. But hopefully they'll be back soon. But the thunderstorm's supposed to be coming from that area over there. You can see the rain. Let's see if I can get this to zoom back out again. Oh yeah. So you can see the rain starting to come in over there. Oops, hang on, where is it? Over there. Somewhere. So yeah, it's coming from that direction. So it's going to look pretty spectacular when it comes through. Look at those clouds. But it's supposed to be starting in, what time am I at now? About 5:20. So it's supposed to be starting probably somewhere around 5:30-ish. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. I love thunderstorms. Although Zeffie's not so... Oh, hello, Zeffie. She's not so sure about them. I'm getting sick. You don't need to sniff my ears, thank you very much. But yeah, so we're getting ready. Although it doesn't look so bad right now. It's not as dark as it was, the one that came through when we were in... where was I before here? Hays. When I was in Hays, Kansas, we had one come through, and that's the one where I took those pictures of the lightning in the clouds. That's nowhere near as dark as it was when that one came through. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it won't be as bad as that one, because poor Zeffie was pretty terrified on that. And in the RV, it echoes a lot because there's not a lot of insulation between the inside lining of the ceiling and the outside and the outer side. So it echoes in here pretty badly, and it sounds pretty bad. But what are you doing? She doesn't usually when I come up on near the dash, she runs away. But she's actually bringing me toys while I'm up here on the dash. Well, I'm going to watch where I walk on this thing. But anyway, so we're in for a rockin' and a rollin' tonight. It shouldn't last that long. They've only got the warning going till 5:30 Mountain Time, and I'm like, okay, you got the warning going to 5:30 Mountain Time, yet the radar is showing it's going to go for at least another hour after that. So who knows? We shall see. It shall be fun. But I'm hoping to get online tonight because I missed doing my hosting job. I had to... What was I? So something I was on. Oh, I was on a mastermind call last week, so I couldn't do it last week. So I missed a week. So, but I want to get on tonight because I enjoy the peeps and talking with them and chatting with them. But anyway, I'm out of here for now. Got to go have a quick dinner and then get ready to get online in 15-20 minutes, and we shall see what happens with the weather. Have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we'll update you guys tomorrow. He konera.